Hi, Sapient Sapphires. As always, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Alright, so this next energy is, feels a little bit complicated. I see a really big emphasis on the moon, and, I feel a very, big kind of Hecate vibe. So this could be talking about a crossroads for someone. First up, we have justice. And this is kind of the karma card. It's, the scales of justice, of course, but karma is often very much misunderstood in Western society as being something from without, when in fact karma comes from within. And it's kind of like our life record, or our lives record, if you believe in reincarnation. And so there might be something here with, I noticed in particular the scales in this image aren't balanced. There might be something that needs to be brought back into balance to bring you into the Queen of Pentacles energy, an energy that is definitely more grounded. This Justice card could represent some sort of an upheaval, not quite a tower moment type of upheaval, but an upheaval of some kind in your life that you weren't really expecting. And this could be very much, like I said, an inner thing, and I feel like it is very much an inner thing. Maybe something could just feel really out of sync with you lately. Maybe you're feeling disillusioned when usually you're a happy-go-lucky person. Maybe this pertains to a relationship, and maybe things have just been off with you and this other person lately. But the Queen of Pentacles is here to kind of put you on the right track. While it's good to be able to let your brain wander and have your head in the clouds for a little bit, you do need to stay grounded. And even though the queens kind of walk around with their eyes closed a little bit, I guess you could say, one thing that they all have in common is they're more in touch with the, and this might be why all the moon imagery is really striking me, but it's the more intuitive aspects of things. This might be something that intuitively is going on in your life, and there's this imbalance, and it's just about like kind of tweaking things a little bit. It might be difficult to kind of jump off and do that, but it's really that grounding that's going to help you out in the long run. The Knight of Cups, usually the Knight of Cups is riding one of the slowest moving horses, but in this one, this horse is ready to go. He's actually very fired up and just, I don't know. I feel like, there's some sort of emotion that's bubbling up, or that's going to be coming in for you, that's going to clarify the situation a little bit more for you on what this could possibly be. If I'm telling you something that you don't already know, then this message probably isn't for you. But the Knight of Cups is talking about how something on a very intuitive, emotional level is coming in to help assist you in whatever situation this might be. And this is going to kind of bring you into your Empress energy, where you can really kind of birth the things that you want in life. She's all about sitting back and, like, I'm the Empress, so, just kind of do what I need you to, So she's very much someone who just has things kind of handed to her feet. She snaps her fingers and someone gets on it. She's the Empress. She doesn't have time to do it herself. And this is very much you at the end of all of this. Whatever this is pertaining to in particular, I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm being told to draw one of the archetypes cards, but this is something that's really going to birth the next chapter in your life. Or birth the next chapter. That's a weird way to put it, but I'm going to go with it. We have the gem, and it has a bunch of scruff around it, a bunch of grass and worms and weeds, not the type that you smoke, but it has all of this kind of brush that's keeping it safe, but keeping it hidden, keeping it from reaching its full potential, because I mean, you don't even know it's there. It's kind of like the diamond in the rough type of thing. There's this hidden potential within you that I'm not even sure that you know is there, but it is there, and it's really just waiting to be harnessed by you, and even maybe even to be recognized by you that it does exist. But everything seems to kick off with the balancing of these scales. Okay, let's see. Okay, so our clarification for the Justice card right here is coming out in the Village. We have a lot of kind of that root, sacral, and solar plexus energy, especially the solar plexus. So this might have very well have to do with your self-sovereignty, your personal power, your confidence even. We have a giant mountain in the background, but we also have this tangle of brush, the grass that's hiding that gem. And within that, we have this hand that it looks like it's kind of drawing out a circle. And yeah, these are circular cards, and so I'm getting the circular imagery a lot in the cards, but it's more than that. It's a cycle that's being repeated over and over and over again. And it's until you break that cycle, that little kind of popping point, that everything else can kind of kick off. And you can really actually, find that gem within you. Separation. Reconnecting to your center. So, yeah, I feel like a lot of this is definitely having to do with someone kind of getting back into touch with themselves. With the wonky scales, this could pertain to some sort of external or, whatever other type of internal issue. But it very much feels like someone has felt like they haven't quite been themselves lately. There's something out of balance. And it could be that you have to separate yourself and take that higher perspective and kind of pull apart your behaviors to really understand why you do the things that you do, why you say the things that you say. Where do all of these things come from? That is the key to getting out of all of these cycles, is to go back to that root cause of everything and to really work on that, to really overcome that obstacle. And it might take a good deal of time for sure, but the fact of the matter is, it doesn't have to be achieved in over the course of a night. You could take small little increments at a time and just each day tackle one little thing until eventually you get to the point where you don't feel so disillusioned anymore, so strange, I'll call it. Out of place is what I'm getting. But it's that cycle that's keeping you feeling out of place. So until that is able to be broken, it's going to keep being repeated. So this was a cogent message. I truly hope that it resonated with someone, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.